What up, what up, what up? What's going on? Peeps, bass fishing friends, how's everybody doing tonight? Black Friday. Did you go out and buy a ton of crap? What up, Evan? Michael, how you doing? Nathan. Carol only bought 3 lures today. Wow, congratulations. That's self-control right there. Patty, JP. Black Friday, the Black Friday deals aren't as good as they used to be. It's weird because, back in the day, Black Friday was only one day. Now it's like Black Friday month, Black Friday 2 months, and it doesn't seem like the deals are as good as they used to be. Booster from Danville. Cool. Zach. Yeah, Michael bought too much stuff. Layton, how you doing, man? Happy holidays. Get any fishing in? Backlasher. Matthew says, don't use a card on Tackle Warehouse. Use PayPal. Why? What's up with that? Mod Check. Haven't seen you in a while. Shimano SLX for $79 at Academy. Dang, that's a good deal. That is a good deal. 80% off for Monster Bass. Alan, happy Thanksgiving, man. Appreciate it. Yeah. Some people claim Tackle Warehouse was hacked. Huh. Bad day to get hacked. Very bad day. 20% off at Tackle Warehouse, which, 20% off isn't bad, but dude, it seems like the deals used to be better. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Julie, how's it going? Ray, Grandpa Woody. Yeah, so don't know what the water's like where you're at. It's a little cold here now. So the fishing's slowing down some. Let's see, what am I up to now? Let's see, I'm up to 786 fish on my 1,000 goal. Deals at Tackle Warehouse used to be 50. Yeah, I thought that was right, Nathan. Tackle Warehouse deals used to be better than 20%. And then, they went to this, well, we'll do a Black Friday and we'll do a Cyber Monday. And now it's like 2 solid months. All of November, all of December. Steve's watching a Christmas light show. Nice. And see, it's probably warm where he's at. Where I'm at, it's chilly. I don't know how much longer we're going to keep from freezing here. Luckily, the water's not frozen yet. If Monster Bass has 80% off, that's a pretty good deal. If there's anything over there at Monster Bass you might want to buy. I didn't know that they had that big of a deal. That's a lot off. So the Guggen sale wasn't very good, huh? I need to go look at that. I've been over there and I actually almost bought several things the other day. And then I thought, well, I'll wait till the show before I do that. 47 degrees, boy. Yeah, that's chilly. That's like jerk baits, blade baits. Man, your options start going way downhill when you get into the 40-degree water range. They have early Black Friday, then actual Black Friday, then Cyber Monday, then the 25 days of Christmas. Yeah, jeez. And I'll tell you what, the 25 days of Christmas that Tackle Warehouse used to do was awesome. But it's not very good now either. Yeah, I'm gonna head over to Shop Carl's here in a minute, Pop Tart, because you're right. I know they do have some great sales. It really pays off if you're a member. Obviously, you're gonna look at Steve, 65 degrees. I don't even want to hear that, Steve. That's terrible. Rubbing it in our face. Yeah, so yesterday I went fishing with my buddy Dean, and I dropped my phone in the lake. Well, it wasn't really my fault. The phone was in my pocket in my coat, and somehow it fell out of my coat, bounced off the kayak and into the water. And unfortunately, it was in about 15 feet of water. If it had been like waist high, I probably would have still gone in after it. But I got no phone right now. So that's disappointing. In all the years I've fished, I have never lost a phone in the lake. Now, I have had one drop in the lake before, but I got it. I was able to recover it, and it was fine. It dropped in like about 4 feet of water, and it only took me like 10 minutes to find it. Yeah, the bass kits, the prices on the bass kits are really good right now over there. Yeah, I think the only Monster Bass usually does have good prices on Thunder Cricket 7, but usually they only have green pumpkin. Did they have any colors other than green pumpkin? Because green pumpkin is great, but I'd like some variety, and I've never seen anything over there except green pumpkin. Yep, it was an iPhone, George. James Roy Lawson. How about that? I hadn't seen you in a while, buddy. Seems like the last time was when you guys beat us in the Super Bowl. That was freaking painful. Yeah, I have the Rogue fishing thing and the tether. I have all that, Nathan. But it's too much of a pain for me. I'm always picking the phone up and holding it and look, you know. Years ago I had one of those orange flotation things you could put around the phone. Maybe I'll do that. I don't like the tether idea because I put it out really far. I'll put it on a stand really far so I can get better shots. If I was only going to be up close, a tether works okay. Oh man, Night Fisher, you could get us on a. Don't get us started about colors now. some of our some of our color conversations, man, those can go on for hours. Pop Tart, I have not opened the advent calendar yet. No, I haven't opened it. You want to open one of them? Well, the first one we already know what it is because it's on the Tickle Tail, which I'm really liking this Tickle Tail. Tickle Tail is the real deal. God bless us, everyone. That's what it says. They give you 2 tickle tails. 2 Yodo worms with the tickle tail. I really like the Yodo worm. This is kind of like a watermelon red color. If you haven't tried this is a great bait. Works great as a chatterbait trailer. Works great like a jerk bait, spinnerbait trailer. Yeah, it's really good. I agree, Evan. It's really good. You should have put it in your lanyard that you got from 6 cents this month. Yeah, you're right, Alan. That's where I messed up. I should have used that lanyard. Doggone it. I think I've got it over here still. Where did I put that lanyard? It's in here somewhere. One of you lucky guys is going to win it on my next Spin to Win show. For sure. For sure. All right. What are you guys interested in tonight? I wanted to go to a couple of sites. One I want to hit on is my buddy over at Tech Baits. Don't forget, while you're doing your Christmas shopping and your holiday shopping, don't forget to check out some of these local guys, these smaller companies. Jan, how you doing, man? Because they really need our support. Let's see. I'll share Tech Baits here with you. Tech Baits. Some of you guys have been telling me about Tech Baits for a while, and I really, this is kind of one of the reasons why it's good to get monthly subscription boxes, because I think I'd heard of Tech Baits, but I'd never tried them. And it was it's kind of fun to get something new in a box. And then one thing that helps me is doing these live unboxings. You guys give me feedback. Oh, those things are great. I use those all the time. And it helps to have somebody that, you can trust, that'll tell you the real deal. Thunderhawk Lures has something like those in the bag that they sent. Oh, interesting. Thunderhawk makes some good stuff. Yeah, Evan, I think that's right. I think I may have seen them in the Monster Bass. Old Matthew, he's always buying a glide bait. Golden Belt Glide from MGC Fishing Tackle. I'm going to change my captions here so you can actually see my face when I put one of those up. Let's go with this one here. That one will probably work better. Fish in the Southeast. Not much, man. We just been talking so far. So those of you guys who know much about Tech Baits, what's your favorite bait? What bait on here what bait do you absolutely have to have at Tech Baits? They've got specials. Let's see what their specials are. Basically, you can never go wrong with a swim bait. $5 for, I wonder how many's in here. Doesn't say how many are in here. Tentacular. This is the goby. I like that color. Looks like goby is the special. $5. Roy's just now heard about him. Stoneman Lures too, yeah. Yeah, I like those swim baits. I wouldn't mind trying some of those. I've had a lot of luck lately. When the water gets really cold, I like throwing dark sleepers, and I like throwing swim baits, paddle tail swim baits like this. Of course, you can throw a swim bait year round, but for me, when the water really gets cold, there's something about this that about swim baits that I really like. I think I'm going to add some of those. I'm going to buy some of those. The Goby Special, the Slay Cray, the Parasite. We looked at the Parasite. It's their creature bait. What kind of colors he's got? Motor oil, orange, and black. I'm not that color doesn't excite me too much. Natural craw, I think I would like. It doesn't show you what natural craw looks like. Look at that color. That's pretty interesting. Little shaddy with some purple. I kind of like that. A couple guys from Jur. Curly Q, my bass count is 786 right now. A couple of guys from Jersey I know that swear by Tech baits. Pretty cheap, work pretty well, especially if you sauce them up. Huh. Interesting. Well, I know they got a deal, Black Friday deal right now where you can save 10% on Tech baits. I saw it on Instagram, I think. I can't remember what the code is. Anybody remember? Oh, here it is. No, that's not it. That's pre-Black Friday sale, which is already over. I'll go to their screen and see if it tells. Here you go. Happy Thanksgiving. Man, Veterans Day, they were giving 25% off. But anyway, if anybody knows the Tech Baits code, let me know. Backlasher. Do you guys use Black Friday sales to stock up? I kind of do. Like, for example, it's not necessarily Black Friday, but with the Tackle Warehouse 25 Days of Christmas, one day they have Rico poppers, and I would always try to buy some of those. That kind of stuff is what I do. Look at old Chapman. 3,100. Man, some people, man. Stoneman Lures says 30% off. Are you talking about your website, Stoneman Lures? If you are, I'm going to go over there. I want to see. Tech Baits and Stoneman Lures. Man, you guys at Stoneman, you definitely have some beautiful, beautiful lures. Let's look at that for a second. Let's go to Stoneman Lures. All right. I need to take this deal off here. Mummy Craw, Backwater Blue. That pumpkin seed color, jeez. That thing is sweet. Look at that thing. Holy moly. Look at that color. I mean, that is one of the most beautiful bluegill colored baits I've ever seen. That is crazy. You're right, Roy. That is art. That is crazy art right there. Man. I think that's his best looking color. Let's see what other colors he's got on the site here. This one's not bad. I mean, it's super beautiful, detailed. It's not what I would say is my kind of bling. You know, that's not a color that super excites me, but it's beautifully done. Let's see here. This site's kind of hard to navigate. This backwater blue looks cool. Let's see, click on that one. That's almost translucent, looks like. That looks like a Seeker 6. Is that a monster bass bait? That's the problem when you buy a really beautiful bait. Frank says I'd have to frame it. You kind of do. You're kind of like, oh, geez, man, could I really, could I really risk losing that thing? It's too beautiful. But if it's beautiful and I know it catches fish, I'm going to fish with it. All right, let's see what else we got here. Let's see what other. Man, Stoneman does it right, doesn't he? This is a great color. This crappie color, this black crappie color. Dude, that is beautiful as well. It is so realistic looking. Man. That is something I gotta buy some of this from him. This color is great. That looks so realistic. Man, I think I like the square bill the best. Which ones do you guys like? Yeah, he does. Fish in the Southeast. He makes some art. Crazy. I got to buy some of that pumpkin seed and crappie color. Man, you're right, Nathan. That square bill is fire. Crazy. Tech baits, man. We were already on your site here. We'll go back because you maybe can answer some questions. I was wondering about a couple things on here. Let me go back to it. Here we go. So what's your tech baits? What's your most popular bait out there? What's the one that sells the most? What's everybody dying to have? Yeah, Curly Q. I hear you, man. That's the problem with this show. I'm going to show you some cool stuff, and you might end up losing some of your Christmas money. Okay, so his craw is the most popular. So let's go look at it. Let's go look at the craws. Soft plastic. All right, what's that? The sleigh cray? Is the sleigh cray your craw? Looks pretty nice. I wish you had like is there any way to see it better than this on here? Wait a second. Here's a tray of them. Okay, that gives us a pretty good look at what they look like. Sleigh cray, hogs, sticks, and paddles. Okay. Have you got I thought I saw like a 10% off on your site today or something. Is that right? What's the code if you've got if you got 10% off? Yeah, Frank. He says the hogs are pretty popular. Oh, 40% off. Dude, 40% off, man. I got to load up. No code, it's automatic. Okay. Sheesh. 40% off. Dang. That's sweet. All right, I'm going to go over here, see what we can find. Definitely need some of these, right? Green pumpkin. This is one thing. I wish your site, if you clicked on the color, would show the color on the screen. What color is this, man? That is crazy looking. What do you call that color? Tech Baits. Look at that color. Red tip claws that are white. Dracula. Yeah, that's what it looks like. That's Count Crawula. That is crazy. Yeah, I can't get your website to, when you click on a color, I can't get it to come up on the screen. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong there. Count Crawula. I gotta get one of those. I'm getting me at least one of those. You can do custom colors. Okay, custom showed up when I clicked on it. Hobgoblin. That's a cool looking color. So this must glow in the dark or something. Yeah. Hobgoblin glows in the dark. Great for flipping, pitching, jig trailer. Damn Skippy. That's a cool name. That looks like PB&J. Christmas party gone bad frog. Well, that's a nice color too. I like that. Damn Skippy. Not bad. Beat down blue. Okay. That's like a sapphire blue. Watermelon. Wow, your watermelon is much more green than I am used to. Interesting. Looks very bright. Actually, the body looks dark and then the claws look bright. That's a cool look. Okie dokie. I like that. That's kind of a dark black and blue with some pumpkin, maybe green pumpkin, black and blue or something. He says the watermelon kills it. And that's cool. Rest in peace, wallet. Yeah. I like this one. To me, that's something I could really use. I mean, I've got darker stained water a lot of the times, but I'd also have clear waters that I fish. Dude, I went out to one of my places the other day, and the water was so clear I could not believe it. All right, so I like that color. I want to go back here and look at the other colors that you got for the sleigh craze. That's okie dokie, natural craw. Okay. That's a good springtime color, I'd say. Black and blue. Okay. Typical black and blue. Do you have any crawdads with that have like a brighter blue tip claws? Okay, when you hit on the pearl white, it doesn't do anything. It does do it on the rest of them, but for some reason, pearl white's not showing up. And then green pumpkin's the final one, which that looks like a good green pumpkin. I'm digging those. I like that. I like those. You know, that's one thing. The blue tipped crawdads, old what's his name? Booster's gonna have to help me here. Oh, I thought of it. Denny Brower. Denny Brower used to swear by blue tipped crawdads, having bright blue tips on the ends of the cross. Get out of here. Gramps has not made a single purchase this week. That sounds un-American. The Slay Cray Mini Ned Rig. All right, let's check it out. The Slay Cray Mini Ned Rig. Slay Cray. Where's it at? I don't see it. Slay Cray Mini Ned Rig. I see a Tech Neds. Those are nice. Nice little turd. Where are you seeing that, Jeff? Shoot me a DM on IG. I'll get you some black crappie ready to go for you. Sweet. Might be on the featured. Okay, let's look at featured and see. Featured. Oh, go to home. Let's go to home. Featured. Slay Cray Mini. Maybe that's what he's talking about. I like that color. Is that Storm Shad? I really like that color. Yeah, so how big are these minis? How do they compare in size to say something like a Z-Man TRD craw? Storm Shad. I like it. 2.75 inches for these little Ned Crays. What do you call them? The Slay Cray Mini. Nice. I like that color a lot. I really like Okie Dokie too. I think that's an excellent color for where I fish. Dude, that's nice. All right. Anything else on the Tech Bait site you guys want to see that you like before I go somewhere else? Anything at all? I'm going to look at the I'm going to go back here and look at the Staffer Selects. Staffer Selects Orange Crush. That's an interesting color. Is that a special order color that you've got extras of? That again, I like this color a lot. Don't know what you call that color. Woo, Passion Perch. Check that out. That looks like a smallmouth color to me. What item have you been most excited to pick up, Mr. Bass? Debo, you're not going to believe this, but I'm kind of with Gramps. I do not have anything this year I'm looking to get. I'm looking for. It doesn't mean I won't buy stuff because I'm addicted. When I see something that I like, I'll go for it. But I'm not. There's nothing I've been itching to get this year that I'm like, I got to get my hands on one of those. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. I can't remember the last time I was like, yeah, I can't think of anything I'm dying to have. Did you ever get a chance to use any of the baits I sent you? No, Nathan, I've not used them yet. I want to do a video with them first, and I found if I start cracking them open, it's bad. Yeah. What have you been buying, Debo? You been breaking the bank? it's it's not it's not hard, dude. It is not hard. In fact, it's pretty freaking easy to go crazy. Look at this nuclear slime. Jeez, man. He's definitely got some creative colors. And of course, if you're Steve, you don't care because you're just throwing black and blue. The rest of us, though, I'm always like, man, if I had some of those, if I had some of these hogs right here in that color, fishing in a tournament, could it give me a little edge? It's possible, you know, it's possible. Oh, Debo cleaned out the X Zone lures. Well, they got a lot of good stuff, X Zone lures. That's pretty wild. All right, let's look at. There's another cool color here I want to take a look at if I can pull this up. Man, these are sick. Again, this is like super special. This is not something you would throw every day, but there are times when that little tip of red, dude, man, I'd love to have some of those in my back pocket just in case. There's times, man, you need a little red tip on your claws, man. That is a freaking awesome color. We looked at Passion Perch already and Orange Crush. The bearded dragon is what he calls this. Dude, that is awesome. That bearded dragon. Woo! Jeez, that's hard to beat, man. You get into these just like the Stoneman Lures, some of this stuff, man, it's like incredible beauty. Pretty wild. Okay, one thing. Thanks, Mr. Tech Baits. You got an awesome site. A lot of cool stuff over there. I'm sure we'll be doing more together. Tech Baits is going to be sending me a few items, and I'll share those with you online when I get them. And I'm going to take advantage of this sale here and buy some of this stuff off of them. All right, let's. I want to show you. I've shown you guys this some, but over at Tackle Warehouse, I really like Biko products. Man, it goes back to art, things that are beautiful. And I'm telling you what, man, I really like the Biko jigs. I don't know, there's something about them that really appeals to me. Let me go to this Tackle Warehouse site for a second and show you this. Some of you guys will remember some of this. Kuda, what up, man? All right, let's see here. All right, you can see it. All right, One of the crazy things on here, uh, I've shown some of you guys this. I ordered one of these Biko bomb punching jigs. They are the craziest punching jig on the market, I think. Um, so this is an 11-aught hook on this thing. So I can get a bigger picture. And it looks like an arrow. There's a picture of it from above. Look how slender. I mean, if you're punching mats, you could probably do it with this jig. It is crazy looking. And I wish I've only got one. I should have brought it out so I could show you how big this thing is. I mean, you can't picture in your mind how big a freaking 11-aught hook is. This thing is ginormous. And look at this color. This is another dude that he makes some beautiful stuff. I wish I could show the underbelly of that chartreuse craw. To me, that's a really cool looking color. Yeah, 11-aught hook. I'm not a huge puncher anyway, but like when I go out to California, I'll punch mats and other areas. And usually I'm not going to punch with a jig. I'm going to punch with a, you know, 1 ounce or 1.5 ounce bullet weight with something super slender. But ever since I saw these ginormous Biko punching jigs, I've been wanting to try it. Tech Baits uses an 11-aught hook on the juggernauts. All right, I wonder what the juggernauts are. I'm going to go see. If you got those on your website, what's a juggernaut? I got to learn more about his products. Okay, gotcha. Juggernaut's just a big honking worm. All right. I'll show you a picture of his juggernaut, and then we'll come back to the Biko. There should be a way I could just slip over there without having to keep coming to my screen here, but sorry. I don't do this enough. All right. There we go. So this looks like a big honking trick worm. How big is it? That's a nice color too. 10-inch worm. Okay. It's like a big honking 10-inch trick worm. The Nisheen spy bait. Nathan, I'll go to that here in a minute if I remember. All right, let's see if he's got what colors he's got for that. Black. You always need black. If you're fishing worm, if you fish a lot of worms, black, especially big 10-inch worms, black is a great color. Another one would be some sort of a purple or a plum. He's got black, black and blue, watermelon blast. For some reason, they're not. Oh, red bug. That's a good color over on the Red River. In your part of the world, Roy. Red bug. Dark love. That's nice. That's a laminate. Must be low on colors because I can't see the other colors like the green pumpkin, the black and blue aren't showing up. The juggernaut. So you put an 11-aught hook on that bad boy. Nice. Yeah, I probably would too, Gramps. I got some big shaky heads that I would put that on. So yeah, that would be very fun. All right, so let me show you a few more of these Biko lures. Mm. All right, this copper craw is the one that I own. Look at that thing. Jeez. It is beautiful. Debo could probably tell us how you get, or the tech bait guys or the Stonemans, how you get a lure to look like that. But the color patterns on his baits are frigging awesome. June bug. And this natural craw I really like. Look at that thing. Man, that is a great looking color. Natural craw, boys and girls. That is it. That's the deal. Mm. Head over and check out Tech Baits and Stoneman Lures, man. They got big sales going on tonight. And you don't have to enter a code or anything. You just go spend your money. Go spend your money. That's pretty sweet. All right, let me show you a few other Biko lures that I really like. Let me go back here. All right. Check out their football head, their football jig. Again, another crazy, unique design. Look at the head on that. I mean, there's football head jigs out there that have a flat bottom. Dude, this is as flat as you can get. And look at the line tie. That line tie, he has strategically recessed so far into the head that you're never gonna have any trouble hanging up your line tie on a rock or piece of wood or anything like that. It's this little, divot or little trench he's got around there. Crazy. Look at this chartreuse craw color. Jeez. I freaking love this color. I I love the Biko boys colors, dudes. There. What size shirt do I wear? Probably extra large. I'm right between the large, extra large. So sometimes I need an extra large, sometimes a large. Chartreuse craw. Gosh, I love Biko. All right, check out some of these other colors. The copper craw. I showed you that on my big punching jig, but it shows you so much better on this one. That thing is beautiful. You're right, Debo. I'm a nerd. I am a tackle nerd, but I freaking love the look of these things. Even their green pumpkin. Look how natural this green pumpkin color looks, but yet it's sexy. It's not just boring green pumpkin. It's sexy green pumpkin. It almost looks like the head of that bait almost looks like a Star Wars droid or something. The hooks on these baits are crazy too. They don't show you here, but if you look at the hook on this thing, it's kind of like a modified O'Shaughnessy bend hook that this guy claims he's spent years perfecting. So he has his own hook shape for his jigs, and he says it's really improves his hookup ratio. I don't know if it does or not, but and then again back to this natural craw. This is my favorite color of theirs. the natural craw. Dude, it's beautiful. Now see, it's like Steve says, color doesn't matter, and color's just for the fisherman. He's probably right. But dude, I get so charged up by this that I'm all into it. I love color. I love different colors. Um, my wife's an artist, and she'll tell you the stuff. The more color she puts on her stuff, the more I love her stuff. This is an interesting question. I've had a rough year planning on taking it out on some largemouth next year. What's the most aggressive tactic? Wow. I don't think I've ever had anybody ask me what's the most aggressive tactic. Uh, aggressive. Well, I guess if you're talking aggressive, you're talking some sort of a reaction bait, like a square bill, or to tell you the truth, if you want, if you really want aggressive, if you want aggressive reaction from the fish, though, it's got to be a topwater bait. It's got to be like a topwater plug or a topwater frog or a buzz bait. That's where you're going to get the most aggressive action, and it's going to be the funnest, I'd say. But if you're just really wanting to slay them, square bill crankbaits, chatterbaits, they are what I would call aggressive lures. Um, so anyway, all right, let's look at the PB&J color because it's pretty sick too. Check that out. I mean, even something as simple as PB&J, he figures out how to do it his own way. He figures out how to make it special. Double bladed buzz bait. Yeah, Evan, you could try that. I'll tell you, when the fish are on a crankbait bite, crankbait fishing is very fun, and it can be very aggressive, as he asks, for sure. Pretty crazy, if I do say so myself. Biko jigs, you may want to go check those guys out. I think I think they've got some awesome products. I think they're high quality products as well. All right, I want to show you one other Biko product that is very unique. I showed some of you guys this because I got one of these online, and someone I saw mention it here before. But they make a custom made underspin as well. And this is a big underspin. It has a 5/0 hook on it, and they kind of made it with the Kitech Swing Impact, the Fats. They make several different colors. This Fire Tiger color, though, is off the charts, and I want to show you this. You've not seen, I don't think you've seen an underspin that looks like this before. Again, it's just his own crazy designs. Here you go. Check that thing out. Look how big the eye is, Mr. Bass. I'm still trying to get some fish on the Lunker Hunt Dragonfly. Yeah, I'd like to know how that goes. Yeah, Debo, look at the molded scales on the thing. This thing is made, I'm trying to remember what he says he makes it out of. It's something like brass or tin or some. It's not as heavy as it looks because it's made out of a metal. I think it's made out of brass, but I can't remember. And dude, Of course, your Kitech fits perfectly on this thing. And here's the hook. You know, I was telling you he has the specially made hook. This is what I'm talking about. It's his own design. And it looks pretty crazy, doesn't it? So that's the fire tiger color. Here's what it looks like from above. He does not skimp on detail. You know, he's just not yeah, Zach, I have tried the net heads. They're freaking awesome. I'll show you those two before I go. I was gonna skip that, but since you brought them up, Biko also makes a great Ned head. Let me show you the golden shiner. Now, isn't this interesting? When you see the word golden shiner, when you think of golden shiner, I don't think of this, but it really makes sense. It's very natural looking. It's almost black or brown at the top by the eyes. And then as it goes down, those scales start to turn to this golden shiner color. And it looks very realistic. Yeah, I don't know two-faced baits, Matthew. I'll have to check them out. And then let me show you his silver shiner. There's the silver one. Every single one of them is different. Let's see if it says on here what it's made out of, because some of you guys were asking. Increased surface yields in a large head shape. Deadly combination. Let's see. Armed with a 5/0 owner, deep throat hook, Biko bottom, underspin. Okay, it doesn't say there, but it says on the packaging. Sorry, I'll try to put in the comments. All right, let me show you the Ned head now. Again, very unique. Same hook. I throw the green pumpkin ones. I haven't ever used the black. But again, I mean, not that the head color matters a ton on a Ned head most of the time, unless you're throwing like a chartreuse or a red. It probably, to me, doesn't matter a whole lot, but still, these Ned heads are pretty sweet. And of course, they stand up exceptionally well. Tin, that's it, John. They're made out of tin. Yeah. It's a thing of art. I mean, it is a work of art. Doesn't matter what the guy does, everything he does is very artistic. All right. So, where should we go next? What are you guys interested in? What do you want to check out? I think I want to go head over to Carl's Club for a second because I want to show you guys the Guggen. I'm kind of surprised that the Guggen you're saying the Guggen sale is not as good. They're really focusing on Guggen stuff this week. All right. Yeah, Matthew, I agree. The hook is exceptional on this thing. All right, I'm going to show you a few things over at Carl's. Let me share my screen here. Okay, I don't care about the hats, to tell you the truth. But one thing I like are fishing kits. You guys know I like fishing kits. They call them tackle bundles here. Look at how good of a deal is. I did a video on the BioSpawn Essentials Kit. This thing is great. Really, for 24 bucks, it's a good price, or 29 bucks, it's a good price, but you can get this thing for $16.79 right now. That is a steal. That is a frigging steal. And these are not surprise. There's no surprise here. They tell you everything that comes in the kit. This BioSpawn Exo Swim, I was actually fishing this week, killing them on it. This is another bait. The Exopod, quite frankly, this is just a copy, if you will, of the Rage Menace, which is one of the best dual-tailed grubs on the market. And I've really had a lot of luck with this Exopod. And again, you should be throwing an Exopod or a Rage Menace or another product shaped like this. This thing is so versatile. You can use it so many ways as a jig trailer. You can just fish it alone. In fact, my buddy and I, Joe, we were out at Kentucky Lake in the middle of the summer. First day we were, I don't remember what we were catching them on. It was going fine. The next day we couldn't get bit. It was hot. The fish were finicky. He broke out one of these little twin tail Exopod type lures, put it on a little weight, just Texas rigged it and just killed them on it. So just FYI, if you're not throwing, if you don't have a bait like this in your tackle box, what's wrong with you? No, seriously, you need this bait or one like it. You absolutely need one like this. I mean, it is so versatile. You can turn it vertically and put it on the back of a chatterbait or on the back of a swim bait. You can put it horizontally and do the same thing. You can swim it, you can flip it, you can pitch it, I mean, there's just so many things you can do with this bait. So absolutely get you some of these. All right, in this kit, it also has ribbon tail worm, which is my second favorite worm, only behind a Cinco. I love a ribbon tail worm. I call them curly tail worms, but it's the same thing. This Vile Craw is an excellent crawdad bait. This is the only one I haven't really fished with yet that I don't know much about, the Rattlebot. It's kind of their first hard bait that BioSpawn has made. It's a, it's a rattle trap. It's a lipless crankbait. Kind of cool looking. And then it has some plasma tail worms in there. So you get all of that for $16.79. That's insane. MSRP of $36.94 you get for 17 bucks basically. That's a good deal. And that's one of my favorite kits they have. Another kit that I like a lot is the 10,000 fish. Man, where's it at? It's the 10,000 fish fishing kit, they call it. Dang, I don't know where it's at. I'm going to have to go see if we can find it. They have these Guggen kits. Have any of you guys tried any of these? They're not as cheap. 25 bucks, 22 bucks, 25 bucks, 22 bucks, 22 bucks. Still 37 bucks savings on all these. I'm going to buy one of these at least, maybe a couple. So for example, reaction kit, what do you think that's going to be? It's got to be crankbaits, right? It's got to be, let's see what's in that. Yeah. Crankbait, square bill, lipless, flat-sided square bill, another square bill, another crankbait. The clutch, the banger, the recon, the flat banger, the grande banger, and the squad grande recon. So what's that worth, they say? They didn't put a retail value on that, did they? Oh yeah, 48 bucks. 48 bucks for 25. That's not bad. So I don't know. What do you think about a what do you think about a kit that focuses on one technique, like a reaction kit or a twitch kit? A twitch kit would work this time of year because that's got to be jerk baits, I would guess. Let's see what's in that. Pencil popper, jerk bait, square bill, regular popper, and another jerk bait. The blooper, the hound, squad hound, the squad scout, the mini banger, and the junior. 44 bucks worth of stuff for $22. If you don't like Guggen, well, that's not going to help. But I'm kind of a sucker for kits and bundles. I don't know why. I just am. All right, here's another one I was thinking about trying out. I wonder if any of you guys have tried it. And the reason I said, oh, there's the 10,000 Fish Essentials kit. This to me is one of their best kits out there too. $22.39 right now. I love this kit. And partly because I love the Sakoshi bug. This is a great Ned head bait. For wintertime, I'm really liking this Death Stalker blade bait. The only downside, in my opinion, to this blade bait is I wish they had a lighter. I think half ounce might be too heavy for this kit. The Yodo worm we talked about. That was what was in this 12 Days of Fishmas box. Excellent bait. The Sawcraw is an excellent bait. The Headhunter is a great bait. The only bait in here that I'm not super crazy about, oh dang, I got off of it for a second, is the cycle bait. Kind of frog fur. What I will tell you about this, which I was kind of surprised, I fished with this thing quite a bit, and it makes an amazing, this little weird thing right here, these little chainmail deals. This blade does not spin 360 degrees. It just wobbles. It wobbles like this in the water. And I got to admit, it has a great action in the water. It really, really does. It surprised me how good of an action it has. But I haven't seen that it catches me any more fish than a regular spinnerbait does. Oh yeah, Texas Huntsman, you're not far from me, Paola, Kansas. I mean, what are you doing up here? Seeing family? Uh, anyway, the cycle bait I'm still not totally sold on it yet. But yeah, Gramps, I think there is value of it rolling side to side sometimes. Here's my problem. I don't know when that is. I don't know when that matters. Uh, one thing I will say about these baits, the colors are very nice on them, and I've been very happy with the colors on these baits. Look at that color. That's a very, very nice bluegill color on that thing. Okay, so here's one I've been thinking about buying. I haven't bought it, and I'll tell you why. I'm not a fly fisherman, but there's something I'm just curious about this thing. Has anybody tried post fly? Any of you guys do any fly fishing? Do you know anything about these post fly boxes? The reason is I got a buddy that's into ten cara fishing. You guys know what that is? Any of you guys know what I'm in Kansas City, Jameson. Okay, what's his name here saying that he caught caught something. I caught a fish, third cast on the cycle bait. Kind of surprised me, but haven't had much luck since. What's this guy say? Backlash is saying cycle bait, the whole thing wobbles side to side. Yeah, it looks really cool underwater. I agree. But I don't know if that matters. That's my problem. I'm going to keep throwing it until I can figure it out since I've got it. It came in my kit. So back to fly fishing. Tenkara. Better get down to the Ozarks. Fish are chewing. Yeah, I need to, dude. Man, the fishing's always better down there than it is up here. Anyway, my buddy Brett, he is a tenkara fisherman. And if you don't know what tenkara fishing is, it's sort of like fly fishing in that you have a rod, you have a fly rod, but you don't have a reel. You just have a line that's tied to the end of the rod. And so you're only casting as long as that line is. And it's supposed to be kind of a simpler, purer, get back to the basic sort of fly fishing. And I bought me a tenkara rod a while back when he started getting into it, or when I think he's been into it a long time. So it wasn't when he got into it, but when I started seeing him post a lot of stuff on that. Yeah, Gramps, it's kind of like cane pole fishing. It's not bamboo rods though. They're real legit rods. They telescope out though, so you can get like a 4 or 5 piece rod and it telescopes out. You can close it down and it's in a nice little tube. It looks really fun, but I don't have any flies. I'm not a fly fisherman, so I thought I might try this kit, this bass fly kit, but I don't know if it's what I should buy. I don't know if it's what I should be buying or not. A Mexican reel, Coke can, and 20-pound line. Well, 20-pound line is way too big a line, Booster, for this tenkara fishing. But the Coke can idea may not be a bad idea. My buddy Steve is a fly fisherman, but he may not still be on here. I haven't seen him commenting lately. But I thought about trying the post fly box because their deals they got going on right now. But this box doesn't tell you what's in it. It just says, put on your waders and go to it. So I don't know. Has anybody tried this? Do you know what's in it? I think they need to tell you more about what's in the thing. You know. Anywho, I got to get me some flies. I don't know anything about fly fishing though, you know, and you kind of like just get a woolly bugger and go have fun. You're probably right, David. That's probably all I should do. Not worry about it. All right. Is there anything before I leave Carl's? Is there anything any of you guys shop at Carl's that you are in love with that I need to show the folks? Anything you're absolutely in love with at Carl's? Here's the best sellers page. I'll tell you this lure right here I'm absolutely in love with. This sucker is the real deal. And this is a great price right now. If you do not have a baby bull gill, you need to get one of these, man. This is a great lure. Look at the colors they got. This is baby bass. There's your crappie. There's your natural gill. And this natural gill, I have been crushing them on this natural gill. Nathan, you got to throw that crappie, dude. It is a great bait. It's amazing how well it works. This is the next color I want to get, Pearl Bone. I don't have one of these, and this looks great to me. I think Pearl Bone is the color I need to get next. I've got the crappie, I've got the baby bass, I've got the gill. I need that Pearl Bone. This is a nice looking gill color. I don't have this one either, the ruby gill. And last, violet brim. That's not a bad color either. This is a great price on a great bait. If you do not have this color, I'm not BSing you. This thing is a fish catching machine. Here's a picture of them all together. Great, great lure. Some of you guys that, when you see me and Matthew talk about big swim baits and you don't know about getting it, just buy one of these. Only 10.5 bucks. And this is still the same principle of swim bait fishing. This would give you a lot of confidence. Then you could start moving up. You don't need any big, heavy rods or reels. It's only 3/4 of an ounce. It depends on where you live, Dave, and what you fish for. So if you could only get one, I'd probably go with something natural. Let me show you up close here. If you could only get one and you were going for something natural, I'd probably do this one, the violet brim, because this still gives you enough color to give you variety. This looks kind of like a shad, but it also looks like a bluegill. That's probably the one if you could only get one. Next, I'd probably just go with the natural gill. Oh, that might be a little bright for some areas. And of course, you can't go wrong with the bone. I'd probably, if I was only going to get one, I'd probably go with this one, violet brim. But it really depends on where you live. Yeah, tech baits. That's the way I got started too. You just get with something cheap, something small, something light, but it does the same thing as a big swim bait. Gives you some confidence, gives you a little practice. Then you move on, you move up. And B Nuts 1979 says that the violet gill is a great color. Awesome. Yeah, the bone looks awesome too. I'm going to get the bone next. All right, so that, dude, I don't know how long you can get it for that price, but that's a great price. Let's go back to bestsellers and see what else they got in here. Bestsellers. Okay, the clickbait. All right, this is another one that I thought was frog fur at first, and I've changed my mind. I wish it would let me. It has this hover feature, but it doesn't let me click on it so that I can make it bigger. This is what's different about this bait, though. In fact, let me click on one of these. If you've never seen this bait before, it's definitely not my favorite chatterbait. I'll just come right out and say that. But this head design is super unique. You bend the wire up to run deep. You bend it down to run shallow. And I am telling you, when you bend it down, this sucker runs super shallow. In fact, when I first got it, I thought it was broken. I thought there was something wrong with it because it comes out of the box bent down quite a bit. And I would reel it, and it was like a wake bait. It was up on top constantly. And it was like, I cannot what the heck am I going to do with this stupid thing? It won't go down. And then I realized, oh, it's designed to do this. You can bend it up and it'll run deep like a regular chatterbait. You bend it down and it'll run shallow. And I'm telling you, this is the best feature of this bait. But not only that, I think it's the best chatterbait on the market if you're fishing around wood. This chatterbait gets over wood like nothing I've ever tried, and it's called a clickbait. I say chatterbait. It's not a chatterbait. It's a clickbait. But this thing, and I think it's because of this arm. This arm somehow, because it's a solid piece that goes along the bottom there. That thing comes over wood like you would not believe. You can throw this thing right in a brush, right in a laydown, and fish it right through the laydown a lot of times, and it'll come through it. So is this thing better than a jackhammer? No, of course it's not. But it definitely has a place in your arsenal that really, really makes it unique. And I'll be the first to admit, I thought this thing was frog fur when I first got it, and I couldn't get it to go down, but I have completely changed my tune on this thing. I will do that, John. I have not tried a Norris chatterbait, but I will try that. So $5.66. It's $9 if you're buying it at most places. So that's a really good deal. And like a lot of the Guggen baits, man, they got a ton of different colors. So, you know, black and blue, blue craw. That's nice. Green pumpkin with blue craw. I love this bluegill color. This same bluegill color they have on their swim jigs. They have on a lot of the other jigs. And I think it's one of the better bluegill colors out there. Fire craw would be nice in the springtime. I really like this green pumpkin, to tell you the truth. I think that's a very nice looking green pumpkin color. This is sexy shad, I think. Yeah, sexy shad. Sunrise craw. Good old white. And a little white with chartreuse, or white with a little chartreuse. Those are all good colors. Definitely, this is another one I would say, if you're going to fish around, if you're fishing around wood, the clickbait's a great bait to have. Dude, I'm telling you, Dean and I went out fishing with this one day, and I was throwing a regular chatterbait, and he was throwing the clickbait, and he was kicking my butt. So it definitely works. I want to try that, JP and John. I will definitely try the Norris bladed jig. All right, let me go back to bestsellers. I haven't seen anybody suggesting anything on here. The Explode Toad. There you go. Back to Exopod. If you don't want to buy the whole Biospawn Essentials kit, go buy some of these. They're great. Alabama craw, black and blue flake, candy grass, June bug, watermelon red, white, silver flake. These are great, great baits. And $3.58 for a 7-pack right now. Not bad. Headhunter is another good one that kind of is an alternate to the Dark Sleeper. It's got a thinner profile. Here's a view from above, I believe. And you can see the hook. The hook is kind of cool. The hook feature, it's magnetic. So when you hook a fish, the hook actually swings free of the bait. I like that. It has nice action in the water and it does a good job of floating correctly. A lot of action on the tail with this thing. And there's your colors. If you only could have one, I still like the Dark Sleeper better. But if you can afford them both, I've got Dark Sleepers and Headhunters both, and I throw them both and like them quite a bit. Chocolate pumpkin cheesecake and ice cream. That's a nice break, dude. Okay, just about done at Carl's. I just wanted to skim through and see what other deals they got. Some decent prices on reels. The Stealth Jackhammer, $12.79. That's not bad. I need to get some of those. Stealth Blade Jackhammer. Steve was going to send me some, but I haven't seen them. This is another great bait. I like this color. Bee Height Delight. Brett Height Delight. Black blue, Clearwater shad, green pumpkin. The green pumpkin shad I've never tried. I ought to get me a few of those. That looks pretty good. And then spot remover. I got a lot of spot removers actually. But I don't have many stealth blades, and stealth blade is kind of all the rage. Okay. Let's go over to. All right, I'm done with the Z-Man, with Carl's Club. Unless there's anything anybody wants to see here on Carl's Club. Yes, no, maybe. All right, I'm done with it. I'm going to close it out. All right, now I want to run over to the hookup tackle. And this is a lure I've been trying to get my hands on, and they're always sold out. I want to know if any of you guys have tried this yet. I've been itching to try this. I think for 6 months I've been trying to get some of these and have not been able to find anywhere. The real turd. They even call it scat. The cover scat. How many of you guys know about this? Have ever tried this? Cover scat. Look at all the frigging color options and not a single one in stock. Champagne pepper neon pearl. That looks great. Dead shad. Golden shiner. Green pumpkin blue. Green pumpkin candy. Gory, which looks like a goby to me. Kasumi syndrome. Pearl flake silver. Sakura baby blue. That's it up close. It's just a turd. It is a big turd. So what's so special about the cover scat? The Depths cover scat is designed as a bulky body, no sinker fall bait made of ultra high gravity material and 40% salt content. The bulbous back end is modeled after crawdads with an irregular dimple molding for maximum water movement. I got no idea why that matters. Deeply grooved fins keep the falling posture extremely horizontal. So this is one of the tricks to this. This thing falls horizontal. And then when it gets to the bottom, it stays horizontal. Instead of floating up, it stays horizontal. One pocket in the head makes rigging easy, allowing a weedless presentation. Apparently, they're killing them with this bait in Japan. And there's 3 different sizes, a 2.5, a 3.5, and a 4-inch. But dude, I cannot find them anywhere. Tech baits, you need to start making some of these. Some cover scats. Be nuts. All right. Pop Tart says they're in stock over at Tackle Warehouse, so I'm going to run over there and check. Oh, snap. Only one color. Nope, it's out of stock. It's out of stock, dude. Unless there's another one here. I don't know about. I only see the one and it's sold out, man. All right, the duck turd philosophy, Gramps. I hadn't heard that one before. Check out the poop stick. Yeah, I've actually got a poop stick or two, I believe, Nathan. But I've been wanting to try the cover scat. What's Matthew got to say about it? Especially near rocks. Notice it didn't. Let's see. He must be talking about something else. Anyway, these turd baits are really popular in Japan. They really work. And this is one of those things. It's not just sometimes works. Apparently, this thing is a killer. And I think the odds of your buddies or somebody you're fishing against in a tournament having this is pretty low. So I want to get this and start fishing with it and practicing with it, and in case it might give me an advantage somewhere. All right, Matthew's talking about the dimple for the hook point. Okay. So John likes the Megabass TK Twister. Let's see if we can find that. Megabass TK Twister. What is that? Okay, well, that's not really the same thing, though. It's very different looking, to tell you the truth. Let me pull one up, though, so you guys can see what it looks like. Why are they on eBay? I don't want to go to eBay. I want to go somewhere else. There we go. The TK Twister. Okay. John, our Canadian friend, says that the TK Twister is better than the cover scat. So let me share my screen with you and show you what that looks like. Bam! That's a big picture of it. I mean, that's not a turd, you know. I mean, yeah, I guess you could pull these appendages off and then it would be a turd. But that's a TK Twister. And it probably does work great. That Japanese guy there thinks it does. So does this one. He looks pretty happy. Looks like he fishes it weightless on an EWG, big honking EWG style hook. They're all fishing it weightless. You do the cover scat as well. You fish it weightless. Pretty cool. Very nice looking bait anyway. So that's definitely not a cover scat, but it's a unique bait. And sometimes just checking out unique baits is fun. I don't know why. I don't know if it'll show. This is in Japanese. Let's go to English and see if it'll show. TK Twister is a super multifunction worm capable of being used in any rig. Slight twitching, the tail wriggles from side to side. With no sinkers in Texas rigs, the delicate crustacean-like vibrations generated by the two tails causes monsters to lock on. I wish it'd show you some other colors here. It doesn't show. Oh, wait, here we go. Man, they're all dark. Here's a Numa Ebi. See what other colors. Green pumpkin blue, that's always a good go-to color. Uchida Zarigani, that looks like a California 420 color. Olive red flake, cinnamon blue flake, Scuppernong blue flake. There's a more natural looking color. Light watermelon. Bimiso RF, Kasumi Green F, and Noike Shrimp. All right, there it is. Thanks for the tip, John. The TK Twister. How about that? Reminds me of the Z-Man Hogs. It also looks like a. It looks like a fat Ika from Gamakatsu. The fat Ika though is has little tentacles on the end of it instead of two. It has a bunch like a skirt. So, all right. Couple of other things I wanted to look at. Let's go to the depths part of the Hookup Tackles website. And this is another bait that's been hard to find in stock. I was wondering if any of you guys have tried this yet. Let me show it to you. The Depths Bull Slide. Again, this is a interesting looking bait. And if I'm right, I believe that most of the Japanese guys fish this weightless as well. And you can kind of see this hook line that's in the back of this one. So you fish it with kind of like a big EWG style hook. You could fish it with like a screw lock swim bait hook if you wanted as well. Normally you're going to fish this weightless. This thing also skips. You can skip this quite well because it's pretty flat. It is flat. I don't know if they show you it. I don't know if they show you what it looks like flat, but that's the black color. Here's the bluegill color. Again, this is that pepper neon champagne that looks very natural. Here's another natural looking color, cherry blossom. Green pumpkin. Green pumpkin blue flake smoke. Green pumpkin chartreuse and Scuppernong. But as you can see, out of stock. Actually, it looks like the Scuppernong they have 3 in stock of the Scuppernong. They got 10 of this, so I may have to buy some of these. They do have some of these in stock. Most of them. I just thought it was out of stock. So that's kind of cool. Anybody fished with this thing yet? Yeah, free rig as well, JP. Yeah, it's a beaver style bait, but it's not quite a beaver. They've got this over at well, they've got the bull flat over at Tackle Warehouse. Let me show you what that looks like. Very similar bait. A little different though. Let me go to, here's what it looks like. Bull flat creature bait. This looks more like a fish, doesn't it? It comes in a 3-inch, a 3.8 inch, a 4.8 inch. And let's look at some of the colors. Green pumpkin, which is nice. Blue melon. Here's the champagne pepper again. Neon pearl. Cherry grape. And Scuppernong. This looks like the tail has a much more swimming action to it on the bull flat compared to the bull slide. The slide, I kind of picture you kind of just letting it drift to the bottom, where the flat, you could do that, but I also could see you swimming the flat, actually. I think it's got more tail action to it. Yeah, Matthew, I know they make a 5.8 as well. This Tackle Warehouse doesn't sell the 5.8. Most of us would probably not throw a 5.8. That's really big. Some of you might, though. But that's a cool looking, cool. Yeah, Geek Crack makes something similar as well. The Bellows Gill looks very similar to it. I mean, the Bellows Gill has a single tail. Uh-oh. Three Rivers Tackle does not have the cover scat rats. So, yeah, pretty crazy. I mean, it's amazing. We've still got 67 people that have stuck with this. We've gone an hour and 42 minutes here. I'm going to go 2 hours. But this stuff never ends. I mean, we really only talked about maybe 10 baits or so. And I could do this all night long. I mean, there's so much cool stuff out there that one thing I want to look at too is I wrote a couple of these down that I wanted to check out from Depths. This Sakamata shad. Somebody was telling me about this. Was it you, Matthew, that was telling me about this Sakamoto shad? This thing, there's a couple of these that, let me see if I can find it here. This Sakamoto shad it's a fluke, basically, is what it is. But here we go. Let me see if I can, man. I want to see if I can get it to get a bigger shot of this. All right, I got to share my screen. This is over at the Hookup Tackle. Let me switch over to that and show you this. The Sakamata shad. The problem is I can't show you a really nice up close shot of this. But one of the things that's interesting about this is they make this in a 5-inch, which is like what you'd call a big fluke. But then they also make a 6 and an 8-inch. I mean, that's a big fluke. And they throw this weightless as well. And apparently this is really, really hot in Japan. Of course, they got a ton of colors. But if I click on hide out of stock, they don't have many left. They've got this champagne pepper. They've got, well, heck, what color is this called? Watermelon Pro Blue and champagne pepper or neon pearl are the only two colors they got in stock. Of course, that's the 5-inch. What if you went to 8? They don't sell it. They don't sell 8-inch apparently. 6-inch model. They've still only got the same two colors available. Yeah. 3 of those, 2 of these. These are supposed to be pretty crazy. Work it like a jerk bait. Can put it on a Carolina rig, it says. Anybody tried this yet? Yeah, they make this version and they make a heavy salt version, which makes it sink a lot faster and deeper. So if you got your live site or your active target or whatever you call it, and you're out really deep, like Lake of the O's or like Table Rock Lake, you're fishing 90 feet deep or something, you may want to get the heavy ones because they sink. Why would you buy those at that price when there are dozens of flukes for under $5? Well, here's why, Booster. The 5-inch, I wouldn't buy the 5-inch because you can buy flukes. But when you get in those bigger size, especially like the 8-inch, that is something that your buddies are not going to be throwing. And a bass will eat an 8-inch fluke as good as they would a 4-inch fluke. But people don't buy. I don't even think they sell 8-inch flukes. Maybe they do. But the size, man, that's the reason, that 8-inch size. Speaking of size, they've also got, let me see if I can find it. They've got a ginormous worm that they sell as well. While I'm on here, this is a great bait too. The Tiny Bull Shooter. Hide out of stock. Oh, they got a couple in stock. There's another great little swim bait you may want to try. The Tiny Bull Shooter. That thing is sick. Sick, sick, sick. All right, let me go back here. I'll kind of scroll. You guys can watch me. See if we can't find. They have a depths giant worm. It's called the Kinku. I don't see it there or there. Here it is. The Kinku worm or the Kinku airworm. All right. They only sell it up to 7 inches, but you can get this thing like 13, 14, something like that. I know you can get it in a 13-inch version. 13 inches is insane. Looks like they only sell it in a 7.8. Let me see if the regular Kinku worm goes, they sell it any bigger. Yeah, this is a 13-inch. Dang, they don't really give you a good picture, though, of what a 13-inch looks. You should see that sucker. Looks like they're all out of stock. Yeah, they're out of stock on all of them. 13-inch worm. I mean, think about big worms. Summer times when you'd be fishing out. Here's another great bait. The Mega Bass bottle shrimp. How many of you fished with it? This is a great bait. Comes in several different sizes. 2.4, 3, and 4-inch. And they've got some nice colors as well. Cinnamon blue flake, a Bissimo red flake, green pumpkin blue, Kasumi green flake, root beer green flake, Numa EB. Here's that light watermelon again. This is a good bait right here. How many of you guys fished with it? I fished with it. I really like it. The hookup tackle has some awesome stuff if you can find it in stock. The big problem is a lot of their great stuff is just not in stock. And it would be so much not, I mean, I don't know if it's just the economy and the fact that there's so many shortages of everything right now, or if there's more to it than that. But so many great lures I would love to try, and you almost got to go to Japan to buy the stuff. Well, everything, to Little B, everything that Megabass sells is pricey compared to a lot of stuff, but this isn't. You know, at $8.99 for a pack of these is really not a bad price. It's comparable. You know, it's not if you're trying to compare it to you know, Yum Dingers. Yum Dingers, you can buy a 25 pack for $8 or something, you know, but this just has a very unique action in the water. There's just not much to compare it to out there. So I would encourage you to go out and try a few baits that are different. Or like when we were looking at tech baits, you know, if you want to support a local guy, go over to Tech Baits and try some of his sleigh craze or something else that's kind of cool and unique, that gives you an edge just because of the unique color. In fact, I'll probably kind of wrap up going back to the Tech Bait site and show you one more time what I'm talking about when you're looking at something. Say, let's look at something unique that maybe gives you an advantage on the water. And here's something that will do that for you. There is probably no other company on the market that's selling that color. That is super specific, super unique, crazy. So, you know, here's the reality, and I guarantee you that these Tech Baits craws are great baits. They're gonna catch you fish just like any craw will. But how do you make your craw different? Because here's the reality. Every company in America makes a crawdad bait. And your fish, your bass, will probably eat any crawdad that an American company makes. They all will catch fish. So what you got to look for is there something unique about the color or something unique in the action of the crawdad? That's why rage baits became all the rage, was because they had this big fat edge on the edge of the claws that move the water differently. And the fish had not seen that. And man, suddenly If you're throwing a rage bait, it was on fire. Well, the fish have gotten used to that now because so many other companies have copied that. So what is it about your crawdad that's unique? And guys try all kinds of things. Like you can see here, he's got like 3 little what do you call these? Like appendages on this bait. And maybe they move the water just a little different. Or maybe it's the way it floats. You know, if you have a crawdad that the appendages will float in the water, you know, that's something. But the easiest way to make your bait unique is just with a unique color that nobody has ever tried. Now, what he's saying is he doesn't use a machine, hand cuts his lures. Maybe that matters. Maybe that's something special. I don't know. I don't know enough about it. You know, I don't make my own lures, but this is just something to keep in mind. If you're trying a new bait and you already say to yourself, well, man, I got all these Z craws and I got all these other craws from all these other companies. Well, go to Tech Baits and buy something, a super unique color. And that's something that you can't get at those other companies. And that'll give you an edge there. And that's that's what I like. All right, he's saying the craw flaps are reverse. Okay, so that might do it. You know, you never know. It's those kind of things that. So what he's saying is, yeah, I've thought about that, and I've tried to make this bait unique, to make it different from the other crawdads on the market. So that makes me say, all right, I want to go try a couple of these sexy colors, and then I'm going to try a couple of my go-to colors, you know, a black and blue, a green pumpkin, and then some of these sexy colors, and see how they hold up. And I think that'll be really fun. Thank B Nuts. Thanks for hopping on. Thanks everybody. It was fun. Tomorrow night. See, tomorrow I got a family Thanksgiving thing I'm going to. I don't know what time I get done. If I get done by 7, then I'm going to do my spin to win show tomorrow night. If I don't get done in time, then I'll just do it Sunday night. So I'll let you guys know if you follow my Instagram or my other social media, Facebook, and you want to get on the spin to win show tomorrow night. We'll do that tomorrow or Sunday, just depending on when I can get in. So thanks everybody for hopping on. I hope you enjoyed this. It went pretty darn quick. I could probably do this for 4 more hours, but I can't stay awake. So we'll wrap it up here on the old 2-hour mark, and we'll go from there. Thanks for hitting that like button. I greatly appreciate all the likes and the shares. Share the videos. Tell your buddies and friends and neighbors and enemies about it. I would greatly appreciate it. Nathan says, super light on the spy baits. Spy baits are an interesting technique. Thanks, Stoneman Lures and Tech Baits. Appreciate you guys hopping on. And we also had Thunderhawk Lures on here. I wanted to go to their site. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow as part of the spin to win. We'll go over to Thunderhawk and a band of anglers as well and check those out. So thanks again. Don't forget, you got some great deals on some of these sites. Take advantage of it before it's too late. Have a great night. Happy fishing. We'll see you either tomorrow or Sunday night. Bye-bye, everybody. Ending in 3, 2, 1.